the name Bar Rescue. Then we took out the word bar. Then we replaced it with podcast. Yeah, that's how we came up with our name. Podcast Rescue, Podcast Rescue. Podcast Rescue, Podcast Rescue. Yeah. I'm horny for this shit.
All right, welcome to episode 2 of Podcast Rescue. We have exciting guests. We have Todd Glass. We have Chef Brian Duffy
from Bar Rescue.
Man, I'm super excited.
Keith
Buckley is going to be on the next episode.
Oh, I fucked up.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I like it. We're going to actually use this now for sure.
This.
This will definitely get used. I know you're looking at me like you don't want it.
No, this is the sausage.
I do the editing.
This is the sausage.
I do the editing.
You have all the control.
And this will get used.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So if what we like to do, a fun game that we're gonna play is what they like to do on Bar Rescue. And if you guys are fans, you know that. If you're not, I don't know how many people are fans and how many people are trying to jack off. Do we know that?
I'm guessing it's like a 25-7.
Can you ask?
There's a lot of people trying to jack off.
A lot of people trying to jack off?
Yeah, actually 2 people that were in the room, they're on watching his wife's cam now. They left.
Gotcha.
There was a man promoting him and his wife's couple cam.
Like came in and stole our audience.
He was stealing traffic.
So
Can you guys go into other rooms and tell them to come?
So can we make you an admin, and then can we get those people bounced out of the room if they're trying to take?
I think you can ban people.
You can,
right?
definitely. Trust me, I go to these rooms, and you can get banned quite easily. Sometimes for no reason.
But so if you're watching right now too, feel free to go to other rooms, preferably like the most popular rooms on the website.
Yes.
And promote our feed.
That's a really good idea. If you guys could maybe go over to, even the producers could do it, go to some of the top trans cams, because the trans cams are very popular on this
Well,
site.
the couples ones I think are the most popular.
Well, I think trans cams are the ones to go with. And exactly. Thank you, Ryan.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Ryan's a great producer.
Yeah.
Oh no, Gavin looks like he. Okay. Anyway, go to any site, a cam, and put on go to Podcast Rescue. Put our URL so we can try to get some of those people over. Let them know that what we're doing over here. Okay, so a fun game that I like to play on podcast on Bar Rescue. They like to use pun names, right?
Oh, like based on like movies or TV
shows or songs.
Books, I think sometimes.
Sometimes songs, sayings.
Yeah.
But a fun game to play is what I'll do is I'll give you the song or the artist or
and this
the
is
movie.
for the audience as well.
The audience
right?
as well.
Yeah.
Anybody that wants to guess can guess, and also you can put your guesses. So we'll give the people some time on the chat to guess, and then we'll guess here. So Stefan, you know this one. So do not.
I mean, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's the best episode.
Should I save
title.
it or should I?
I'll lead off with it. Lead off with it. It's
so
a
this
classic.
is the best one, but it uses the title 12 Years a Slave, and what is the pun that they make off of that? It's pretty straightforward. So what do we have any? Do people know in the chat?
I'm assuming someone, yeah, because it's a pretty. I think they got some flack for it.
I think understandably so. They did get some flack for using, I guess, the movie. I haven't seen 12 Years a Slave.
I don't know if it was based on the book or the
12 Beers a Slave.
You got correct. Yeah. Who got that?
Tory Krug.
Tory Krug. Congratulations,
the
Tory Krug.
NHL player.
Of
Tory
the Boston
Krug.
Bruins.
That's amazing. So I didn't even know that we have an NHL player in
He's
here
good
jacking
too.
off and watching.
Boston Bruins.
Amazing. Congratulations to him on making the NHL and on also getting that right.
Yeah, that's a big moment.
So
for
yeah,
it.
12 Beers a Slave was an actual title.
And they got shit for it. Like they got.
Well, of course, right?
It's kind of. I don't know if it was based on the book or the movie. I think it was the movie because it was like a year after.
To be honest, it was like you mean a beer after?
Ah.
Thank you very much. We'll do one. Oh, this is another good one too, because this honestly, it will be difficult for them to get this. They'll have to be an expert and know the title to know this one, because they did one on One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, but it's specific to the episode.
It's based on like the bar
It's
or the
based
owner.
on something that happens in the episode, so I'll give it. No one's gonna get it. It's Two Flew Over the Handlebars. Now I've not seen it, but I can imagine that something amazing happens in it. Like somebody goes up and over a motorcycle and has a serious accident and hurts themselves.
Or it's like a biker bar or something, right?
Yes, that would
That
probably
be
yeah,
it.
that's probably more likely.
There's not like a severe car accident in the middle of the bar rescue episode.
Now there's one that I think is a play on Brokeback Mountain.
Broke Beer Mountain.
No, it's Broke Down Palace. But Palace is the name of the bar. And so I think Brokeback Mountain, Broke Down Palace. I think that's what they're going for. I really do, because it was in the midst of them doing all
movie.
Well,
because they had a run where it was all movie
Yes,
puns, and then
yes.
they kind of just stopped.
Okay, so does anyone have any requests in sexual related or otherwise in the chat?
Yeah, me and Colleen, I believe specifically, said, "Sweetie, nice feet, sweetie, moi."
Okay, beautiful.
noise.
Yeah, do you want to show? Yeah, show
You
them.
can see. Yeah.
I mean,
What
I've got
kind of
some
socks, dude.
I've got funky socks on as well. So I've got these ones. I don't know what you guys think of that, but that's my foot, and yeah. So I don't know if I'll get any
Give the
compliments.
people what they want,
I don't know.
right?
You know, you don't have to give me compliments, but you know, if it happens.
Yeah.
Oh, what did I just hear there?
Nothing.
Okay, Gavin made a mistake, and now he's trying to act like he didn't.
No.
I think Gavin's
Are
doing.
you trying to get Todd up?
Gavin's doing an admirable job.
Yeah, he's. Oh, he's putting on the tense music.
Ah.
I see. He just was a little slow on the draw. See, those drops. It's really important the timing of them.
Well, we do have the new drop too.
Oh, speaking
We
of
haven't
which,
played that yet.
here we go. This is our new audio drop.
You're listening to Podcast Rescue, the only bar rescue podcast, hosted exclusively on
Chaturbating.com.
Yes, that's right. Because of course,
Well, yeah, the original one was live Jasmine, and we
Stefan
kind of all
paid a
know.
lot of money
Yeah, it was
to
like
have him make a drop.
$600.
$600 to have him make a drop that said Live Jasmine, and then we immediately got banned from Live
And
Jasmine.
I'm not going to pay another.
No, you shouldn't
bones
have
for-
to. You
yeah.
shouldn't have to.
I think
And
it was. I mean, you couldn't tell.
We argued over it. I said, Stefan, you should pay it. And then he said, hey, let's split it. And I was like, yeah, you're right.
Well, maybe once we start the Patreon for Podcast Rescue, you know.
That's my dream, is
Yeah.
to do this for a living.
Yeah.
I love when Gavin gets up and starts looking at things all like, oh, what's going on? That really makes you feel good. It's always sunny in Philadelphia. That's one of
that's
the
a pun.
That's a pun that they did it off of. And I will tell you that the particular bar was in Portland. That's a hint.
It's not always sunny in Portland.
No, it's always sunny in Portland. Sorry to let you down.
We're very lucky to have coming up a very funny guy. You know him pretty well.
Yes, just open for him. He's a stand-up comedian.
Yeah.
He's
Todd Glass.
Todd Glass, everybody.
Well, there he is.
Hello, Todd. How are you?
Well, I'm trying to get it looking, I know these, hold on. Wow.
There we go.
Whoa. Those are your regular glasses that you normally wear?
These are my glasses. I got a tint in them, so I'm very excited to wear them.
Yeah, they look nice. You were just here in Vancouver, Todd, doing stand-up, right? You do stand-up comedy?
No, by the way, there's a delay here. I should probably stop looking at my... How's that?
It's pretty good.
That's good. It's smooth on our end.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Yeah. It looks really good. You have a candle going, Todd? I see
All right.
candlelight coming off. Is that candlelight coming off your face?
No, I never had a candle lit in my life. What am I?
We actually have candles lit over here.
Well, maybe you need to see a doctor. Let me some of my pot chapstick. I'm so ready. I'm showered. I shaved.
Sorry, did you say you have pot
Yeah,
chapstick?
Well, I have chapped lips. I do have pot chapstick, and it's called butter lips. And my joke is, I'm sent to me, but my joke is whenever I use it, I go, Todd, you're in the afternoon. I go, you know I have lips. You heard my doctor tell me.
So
Oh, this is your cast. I'm going to let you lead.
Okay, thank you. That's nice. That's very nice. Because you do a podcast as well. You've been doing it for a long time, right? And you do stand-up comedy, and then you're a podcaster.
Makes me laugh every time. Yes, I stand-up comedy. Matter of fact, I have a very funny Netflix special out, and I got a new one coming out.
Oh, you're recording your new one in a couple weeks, right?
I have tickets.
No, I actually already recorded it.
Well, that's not true because
John Doerr.
our producer has tickets to come see it.
Well, I got to tell you, there's a mess because of your own, Canada's own John Doerr.
Yeah.
We already shot the special November 8th, so it's already shot. It's being edited.
Excellent. So then you're going down when he's going in 2 weeks then to see it, and what's the theater called?
All right, I want to do your show, and I want to be a good guest, but I need to take a second.
Yeah.
Joe, very confused. I shot my hour special on November 8th. Yeah. Right now, it's already shot.
Yes.
And we're editing it.
Yes.
And then it'll be to home somewhere this summer.
Yes.
Stefan, is everything all right with you? I want to check in with you.
Oh, it's great. It's great. We're on a porn website, so people might be jacking off also.
That's so. Was anyone saying anything specifically in the chat?
Fatboy _.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I was gonna say you had something specifically when I asked you to do this. I wasn't even sure if you knew the show or not. I said let's do this, let's talk about it. But you said something specifically that you wanted to talk about bar rescue. So is there something you want to talk about?
Funny you ask. Well, one more thing we get started. Do you think I look better, maybe a little further back, or was I good where I was?
You're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
If people are masturbating to me, I want to try to look as good as I can. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Maybe move even closer then.
I mean, to be honest with you, yeah.
Whoa.
These are my reading. So yes, what I realized about bar rescue that is really amazing. By the way, your nose always looks so bad. So if I ever go out of frame, it's because I wanted to itch because it always looks worse what you're doing. So hold on. You know what I mean? Like when you do this.
Yeah.
And then later, it looks like, even if you're not,
Looks like you're snotting or something.
Yeah. Right. Because when you find disgusting, rotted food in somebody's bar, not kept at not only the right temperature, but not even any temperature, just out egregious acts of no respect for food, you can't talk someone doing that when there's cameras there. That's the exact opposite. That's when they're at their best.
Yeah.
So unless you have a moron for a different reason, because no, he's normally clean with a good respect food, but because someone with a camera told him to act like his kitchen is filthy and he did it, well, that's a completely different reason. But that's never the case. They're usually captured the way they have their food. And by the way, that's when they knew a camera crew was coming in. So I always find that amazing.
Yeah.
They know there's a camera crew coming in, but they're that filthy. But by the way, it's more the bar rescue is more about a bar. It's about human beings. Like
that's what John Taffer says.
Yeah.
Taffer says that. He says
rescuing relationships,
rescuing human beings. Yeah, that's true. Because I mean, someone's bar is their life. Truly. I mean, if you own a bar, unless you're some super rich guy who's doing it for fun, then it's your life.
And the personal problems leak into the bar.
For sure, without a doubt.
Yeah.
Hey, we probably have some questions from the chat people. Do we have anything for Todd? Anyone that we're just going to see if there's any questions from the people in the chat here.
Earlier, someone asked, Todd, are you on YouTube? I would like to check some of your stuff out.
Todd, are you on YouTube? Someone would like to check out some of your stand-up comedy. They want to know if you're on YouTube.com.
The website.
Actually, Gavin, the answer to that. Gavin, do you want to tell everybody?
He's on YouTube, but you can also buy tickets to a special in 2 weeks.
Oh, but see, Gavin's now plugging your special. He's still confused about the special thing. So, where do you buy tickets?
Tell everyone.
Is it sold out? Is that sold out?
Okay. Here's the plan, and I thought I made this pretty clear. This is because it's your own John Doerr. I already shot my special. I shot my special at the Lyric Theater on November 5th.
That's a beautiful theater. You're going to the Lyric Theater, Gavin?
Yeah.
No. I went. Hold on. Everybody stop for 1 second. I don't mean to be a jerk.
No, yeah, you're cool.
I already shot it on November 5th. I'm sorry. Now we're editing.
Whoa, hang on a second. Hang on a second. Now I'm really confused.
What did
now
Gavin buy the tickets for?
And he doesn't seem to even know the date now. I'm very confused.
Regardless, I'm just excited to watch your special.
Gavin's excited either way. Doesn't care if it's the 8th or the 5th, Todd.
Hold on.
He's going to be there both days. He's going to be there both days in LA, so it's all good. Any questions? Any other questions?
Yes. Todd, will you go on Cumtown?
Todd, will you go on Cumtown? Do you know the Cumtown podcast?
It's very funny.
I heard got excited. What is that?
It's a really funny podcast. Brandon Wardell, you know Brandon Wardell. He goes on it all the time.
Of course I know Brandon Wardell. Where do they shoot it? Where do they...
they're in Brooklyn.
They're in Brooklyn. Well, that would be the problem. Todd lives in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
I live in Los Angeles. But, yeah, I'm happy to do anything. Anything at all. Anything. Makes sound desperate.
One user wanted to let you know, Todd, that they turned off Jimmy Pardo's 12-hour streaming fundraiser for disabled children to sign up for a porn site to watch a Bar Rescue podcast with you on it.
So did you hear that, Todd?
Well, let me tell you something. They should turn that. That's a great cause.
Good question. Todd, do you think Taffer would be more of an improv guy or a stand-up guy?
So Taffer, the host of Bar Rescue, do you think he would be more of a stand-up guy or an improv guy? Okay.
That is I'm trying to think if that's a good question or a
horrible one.
I don't. There's no answer to that. But the person that sent it, God love you.
Oh, so you was hey, listen, bad question, but
good effort.
Good effort, and we love you. I would say.
He says it's actually a good question.
He's actually he's defending himself, Todd, and he's saying it's a good question, and you're incorrect.
Good. Let me do this quick then.
Cool. Yeah, no problem.
Instead of we take the roast battle, which is very popular, and we take these bar rescue restaurant shows, and I don't stick around. I don't argue with them. I go through your place, not too spirited. If there's something good, I'll say it. But I just go, oh, that's good. Is that because people like to sit near a dirty bucket? No, I see why you have that out in plain view. Oh, no. I see why your bathroom is really because whenever you have a bathroom that needs to be redone until you can afford it, the best thing to do is to keep it ridiculously bright so it looks shitty. I go room to room. I roast their establishment. If they want to take anything I say and fix it, let them do that after I fucking leave. I'm not there arguing with people. I go through. I roast your establishment. Boom. I make fun of it. A bike store. It could be a restaurant. It could be a comedy club. And, then when I'm gone... And if it changes, we'll send the camera crew back, or I'll come back and we'll see if you changed it. But I'm not going to argue it. So that's it. I roast your establishment. We take a roast. We take the restaurant shows. We merge together, and it's called. It's your job to think of a name for it.
Roasterant.
Jeez. Hey, you know what, Stefan? That's the best thing. Matter of fact, having to get out of there, and now you can do his job too. That's how good of an idea that is.
Oh, man.
I meant to say Chris James get out of there, but I happened by accident.
Yeah, that's cool.
I mean, I could produce.
To be honest with you, I liked it. I liked when you, in my mind, took a turn on Gavin for no reason. It made me laugh.
All right, guys.
All right. You're the best, Todd. Thanks so much for doing it.
God bless.
Okay, bye.
Thanks a lot. Imagine.
What's happening?
Ooh, Fatboy just brought up squirting is just pee.
Whoa.
Okay, we have 5 minutes left. We have 5 minutes.
5 minutes. We're not going to have this debate. We're not having this debate.
Yeah, it's getting pretty intense.
Me and Colleen said squirting.
Can you put on the tense music, please, right now, for God's sakes? Somebody asks me right now if squirting is just pee or if it's actually
Well, you save it for the end of the episode like that. I mean, that's.
It's arguably trying to derail the episode because you know how
it's gonna throw us for a loop.
You know how contentious that is.
Me and Colleen, again, she says it's not pee, and she'll fight you if you think it's pee.
So me and Colleen is me and Colleen a squirter.
She says squirt does not smell like pee. It is not pee. Sorry, guys.
So
Fatboy Hank says squirting is pee, and she knows her shit.
No,
Wait,
Dr. Ruth says squirting is pee, and she knows.
Dr.
her
Ruth is old as hell. That's all I know. Like, so I don't think that Dr. Ruth can be trusted on much anything anymore. So I would be honest. I'm gonna probably trust the lady, right? I mean,
Well, is Fat Boy?
Audience Spencer says, my aunt said squirt is not pee.
Audience Spencer, I feel like it's having a bit of fun. And if not, that's cool. But we're taking it firsthand. He's getting it secondhand from an aunt. We're taking it firsthand
From Colleen.
From Colleen.
Yeah.
And we just want to know, does Colleen squirt? Because that would be more
Confirmation.
She does say porn squirt is pee, real squirt is squirt.
So
she
what's
really
the-
knows.
but
She
I mean,
really
that's
knows. So what
kinda-
she's saying is
Yes, she's
some-
confirming now. Yes, I squirt.
Okay,
for
so
me.
some
So the
people,
squirting on a-
I'm gonna
on a-
have to talk to my neighbors and let them know that this is what we're doing. But hey, but the thing about it is, she's saying that people fake squirting.
in porn.
Yes,
So
because
on-
you have to. Because imagine that you're doing squirting porn and you pull up and you're not feeling the squirt.
drink a bunch
You
of-
just nail back a bunch of H2O and then you pee, and it looks the same.
So I mean,
And that's where it's like the autism debate. That's where the that's where the red herring has come up. You know,
Yeah.
that's where the red herring has come up, where it gave some people an outlet to say, "Oh, that's what." You know,
oh, it's not like it's just a specific.
Hang on.
But mean Colleen, she says she's also autistic.
Whoa, okay, fair. Hey, it's a spectrum. So a
And
lot of
trans.
people.
Well, that explains
Very
the
cool.
squirting.
Yeah.
Very
sick.
Wait a second. Hang on a second. How does she squirt if she's trans?
Well, I think it's
Or is she
only-
trans female to male? See,
think
because I'm confused.
Maybe it's the autism that causes the squirting.
I feel like right now we're getting ourselves into hot water. I hope no one's screen grabbing. Okay, so let's welcome to the show. Very excited to have him. This guy's a kitchen expert from Bar Rescue.
Yeah, Bar Rescue's own.
Brian Duffy, everybody. Oh, there you are. Wow, thank you so much for doing this. Sorry about
Well, that's not fair. I can't see you guys.
Oh, you can't?
No, but guess what? We're pulling crawfish out of the pot right now because we got a Mardi Gras party going on.
Are you shitting me? You're at the restaurant
man.
right now.
Hold on, where's my spin? Oh, look at that.
Oh
my God.
Whoa.
I told you, man. Smoked fennel, right there. We're good.
Wow. This
So
is,
I'm gonna eat while we're talking.
man, that's awesome. Well, we want to make sure we don't have that much time on things, so we want to make sure that we ask about this because we were just watching. You're at the center of one of the greatest moments in the history of Bar Rescue, which is
jeez.
Taffer's angriest moment.
Yeah.
At the Zanzibar.
Sure. You want the real story?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the real
Or do you
story.
want-
I want the real story. That's what we want because it's such an interesting moment, and I always wonder when I watch it. What's the real story? What happened there? If, for those who don't know, it was a real dickhead owner who was yelling and berating you, and Taffer lost it. He said, "You don't come after a guy like this," and he almost fought him. He was pushing him and stuff. So that was what happened on TV.
So what really happened was Ami was a true. I don't know how frankly do you guys want me to speak?
It's
As frank as possible.
Buddy,
We're on a porno website.
I mean, we stream on it.
All right, good.
Yeah.
So Ami was a full-fledged piece of shit, and I've never seen somebody treat human beings worse than this guy did. So it was really a big deal for me because I watched him just interact with people, and it was really, really bad, every single one of them. So we were standing in the kitchen, and one of the producers had walked up to me and said, hey, man, I heard you're really good at this, and I'm really excited to work with you. I said, oh, thanks a lot. He's like, yeah, but I really haven't seen anything out of you yet, like kind of challenging me. So Ami, like a minute later, Ami had walked in the kitchen, and I looked at him, and he started yelling at one of the servers, and I just lit him up. Like, Ami and I literally went at it, screaming at each other for about a half hour about the restaurant, about how dirty it was. He ends up grabbing a whole set of plates and threw them up against the wall, which is that whole scene where he throws the plates against the wall.
Yeah.
It actually, that scene happened about 4 hours prior to the whole downfall of the restaurant while we were there. So after service and before service, what you guys didn't see is Ami thought that the burgers were too dry. So he walked in, thought they looked dry, and he added like a half a cup of olive oil to a ground beef mixture. So the cook, having no idea what was going on, ended up putting these burgers on the grill and causing a fire in the kitchen because there was so much grease coming out of these burgers. So that was when the whole downfall of the kitchen happened. So we're standing in the dining room, and Ami was like, I hate this. Or Taffer was like, I can't stand this guy. Like, he really, truly hated him. And he's like, I'm going to hit him pretty hard when we go at this. And the way they spun it was he called me fat boy, and I ran after him. But really what happened was he was kind of ripping me apart on a professional level. And that was when I went over and I was like, you're a piece of shit, and really kind of went after him. But Ami was a true full-fledged asshole.
Yeah.
And Taffer looked at me. He's like, should I go after him? Should I go after him? And I'm like, yeah, man, go after him.
Yeah.
And so that was kind of the way that whole thing came too. But that was really a kind of a classic scene throughout the whole thing. Yeah, Taffer and I did a thing called the Rescue Tour as well.
Like stand-up comedy?
No. We actually went all over the country and talked to people about how to properly operate their restaurant. This is my place, by the way.
Oh, very nice.
Looks very nice.
Has Taffer been there, and what does he think it's all right?
I have no idea. I mean, we once I left the show, that was really about it. I mean, by the way, there you go.
Wow. Well, I would say he wouldn't have any. I mean, look at that. Looks beautiful.
Once I left the show, I mean, it was kind of it. There was really no reason for us to communicate or do anything else. I mean, we knew each other through the show. We were friends during that time frame.
Yeah.
I left. The show became really angry for me. It was something that I just really realized I was just constantly like yelling and screaming and all that. It just wasn't as much fun anymore.
Yeah.
So that was about it. I shot, some pilots for doing my own stuff, and I've had an opportunity to do a bunch of cool things for the past bunch of years. And, I still get to talk about the show, which was a boatload of fun to do.
Yeah.
And now here we are.
Did you have the restaurant before that? Like you always had a restaurant?
No, we just opened December 5th.
Oh, very cool. Congratulations and congratulations.
And what's the name of the restaurant?
It's called the Flying Fish Craft House.
Very cool. Right. And then you also have spices as well, right?
Yeah.
Like that's something that people could probably buy, like that we could order, because you can order them online. I think even is that true?
Yeah, give me about 6 weeks because our packer just kind of really shit the bed. I'm trying to get a new packer at this point. But yeah, absolutely. I have a line of spices that I do called Duffified Spice. I have a bunch of T-shirts and hats and all that. I also have a podcast that I do. It's called Duffified. Yeah, it's called Duffified Live. So it's really it's me kind of going all over the world, meeting people, talking to people. I talk to chefs almost every single week. I talk to bartenders. The last couple of weeks, I've been interviewing these Uber drivers because I love this world of Uber and the people that they meet because it's such a different caliber compared to being a cab driver.
Yeah.
So I've had great interactions. This past week, I met a guy named Dave Mason who has a rule for his 22-year-old daughter about how to drink. And so you're going to have to go to the podcast or go over to my Instagram and check it out.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
Sure. We will definitely check it out.
So my podcast comes out Friday mornings, and it's called Duffified Live.
Yeah.
And then Instagram and Twitter are Chef Brian Duff, Briduff.
Sweet.
And then I have my Facebook and all that. My website's Chef Brian Duffy. And so, yeah.
Oh, awesome, man. Well, thank you. Thanks so much for doing it. Wow. Oh, I just need to decompress
Just
a little
no
bit.
punches pulled.
This guy is a fucking pro. Did you hear he got to the business? He had things to say. He's walking around his restaurant.
He knows when the call's wrapping up because he's like Instagram, Twitter, Facebook.
I didn't have to say anything. He's plugging. This guy is beautiful.
Takes us to the front of the restaurant too.
See, he had a busy restaurant.
Oof.
The
food looked fantastic.
It looked fantastic. What was he eating? Sausage?
Andouille sausage.
Andouille sausage.
The crayfish? Or?
And what was his restaurant called? The Flying Swordfish.
the Flying Fish.
No. Don't guess it. Look it
was
up.
Flying Fish Craft House?
No, oh boy.
Ooh, that sounds right.
I think that was
Flying
right.
Fish
The audience
Craft
says
House.
it was...
Audience Dave, who is top paid audience member in the world, he would know. Because good audience member pays attention.
We should have asked if he ships to Canada, though, right? Because I don't know if... Because I'd love to get some of the spices.
Do you know what? If he doesn't, we could ship it to Seattle or Portland.
Or go to Point Roberts and just drive down.
We took the name Bar Rescue, then we took out the word bar, then we replaced it with podcast. Yeah, that's how we came up with our name.